She says that her son could not outrun the bullets the night that he was gunned down just blocks away from the state capitol. Now a grieving Sacramento mom is fighting to make sure that no other family has to feel that same pain. For more than a year, Deborah Grimes pushed to ban the sale of certain guns that can be converted to automatic weapons with a switch device. Thanks for joining us for Fox 40 News at 6:30. I'm Eric Harriman.
And I'm Nikki Lorenzo. Last fall, Governor Newsom signed that bill into law, but the debate is not over. Fox 40 Capitol reporter Eitan Wallace has the update and reaction from both sides.
Every moment of every day, we remember him.
Deborah Grimes speaking about her late son, Gregory Najee Grimes.
A person who was willing to give you the shirt off his back. He would do anything for anyone at any time, just because that's the kind of heart that he had.
But in the early morning hours of July 4th, 2022, the 31-year-old father and beloved high school football coach everyone called Najee was shot and killed in a shooting just blocks from the state capitol. 4 others were injured.
He was actually shot 7 times. Including from behind.
She says he was shot so many times so quickly because the shooter, who was recently sentenced to 25 years to life in prison, was able to convert his semi-automatic pistol into an automatic weapon by simply installing this type of switch, allowing the weapon to fire off multiple rounds per second.
The switch that the perpetrator had was out of control, going everywhere. And so the thought of that, honestly, the thought of what my son was experiencing, tried to get away, but could not outrun the bullets, that haunts me.
That's why she says she spent much of last year supporting Assembly Bill 1127.
Authored by Encino Democratic Assembly member Jesse Gabriel, it will prohibit licensed gun owners from selling any semi-automatic pistol that can easily be converted into a machine gun.
We have had young people die literally in the shadow of our state capitol. Literally in the shadow of our state capitol as the result of these switches. We shouldn't have illegal machine guns on our streets.
With support from Grimes and many victims of gun violence, the bill ultimately passed and the governor signed it last fall.
Gun violence is the leading cause of death for children in the United States of America. It's not car accidents, it's not disease, it's guns. And that's shameful, and that's sad, and that's wrong. For me, it is always important that if we're going to choose between the profits of the gun industry and the safety and the lives of our kids, that our kids come first. And I think most Californians would agree with that.
Several gun dealers and gun rights groups are opposed to the law. They note the use of the specific switch device in question was already illegal in California and subject to a felony. Opponents have since filed a lawsuit against Gabriel's law in a bid to block it from taking effect.
You're making something that is already illegal, illegaler, on the hope that you're going to somehow make criminals comply with the law. Nothing can be further from the truth.
This mother, meantime, says she'll continue to advocate for Gabriel's law and other similar pieces of legislation.
She's created this foundation named for her late son, aimed at promoting responsible gun training and reducing gun violence.
Make a difference in terms of saving lives and to really reverse the trajectory of gun violence.
And as of now, Gabriel's law is very much in effect. As for that lawsuit trying to block it, if and when a judge rules on it, we will let you know. Reporting at the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.